What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the house. It's about 3:30 a.m. and they've released some really interesting new Cyberse that, honestly, for me on my initial reaction here, leaves nothing but disappointment. So many people ask me in the comment section, can you show me a Cyberse deck? I'm really interested in Cyberse decks. I really like the Cyberse. And over, all I can say is I don't think they're quite ready. And these three leave the same impression to me. Maybe you experienced Cyberse duels have a different opinion on this. Proxy Dragon's a way to perhaps go into a few of these, but they're Cyberse locked, so let's talk about them. We've got Security Guard, rating 1, like Cyberse Link Effect Monster. Its arrow goes just that away, to the right. Cannot be used as a link material as its first effect. You might also notice it takes specifically a Cyberse Link Monster as the link material. A Cyberse Link Monster. Alright, could you get any more restrictive with a link and what it can do on top of it? You can only control one face-up Security Guard now. Ah, there's another restriction. There you go. After this card was special summoned, you take no effect damage for the rest of this turn. That's kind of cool that its special summon effect becomes a floodgate for effect damage and it lingers. That's nice. It's actually a decent effect. I guess it shuts down Trick Stars there. If you're playing against them, you can maybe find a way to bring it back from the graveyard after sending it, but you can't send it for a link summon because you can't use it as a link material. So how are you getting into the graveyard? Tribute summon it is about the only way I can think off the top of my head. Can't synchro, can't Xyz, can't link. Tributing's about it. The first time you would take battle or effect damage each turn, you take no damage. Alright. I guess that's its other effect. To me, overall, not worth it. I suppose with Gofu you could make Proxy Dragon. Just Proxy Dragon straight into it as the one Cyberse Link monster. And then you could tribute summon both it and Gofu, if I'm not mistaken. I think Gofu itself can be tributed for something. Maybe you just tribute this. I don't know. I don't particularly find too much interest in it. There's so many better ways to deal with Trick Stars overall. We go into Recovery Sorcerer here next. And she's got quite the long effect here. A rating 2, like Cyberse Link Effect Monster. Link arrows, middle, left, and bottom center. Those are pretty good arrows. She can go down, and then you know what I'm saying. And she can go that away. We respect the whammon cards here on the stream. Link materials, 2 Cyberse monsters. Alright. 2 Cyberse monsters once again. We're restricting the Cyberse monsters to using Cyberse. 1500 attack. You can only use the effect with this card's name once per turn. Quick effect. You can target one Cyberse Link monster in your graveyard that was destroyed this turn, special summon it. But it has its effect negated, if any, and is also destroyed during the end phase. So it's restricted to a card that was destroyed this turn, but it doesn't rely on your opponent having destroyed it. So there's the good news. It's also a Link 2, which does help, but it's not like you can just use Proxy Dragon to go into it. You need Proxy and something else, another Cyber specifically. It really seems and feels like they're trying to make Cyberse non-generic. Like, you can't just go into it, you've got to work for it. And while I appreciate decks like that, you've got to make them meld together and work together and go somewhere. And so far, none of the Cyberse seem to be doing that as a type. The third one really had me hopeful. This guy was cool. He's a dark. Look at those crazy arrows. One to the opponent, one to the side, one down. Oh, it's just so crazy. It's everywhere. He's the darkness. He's bringing chaos kind of to the Cyberse here. Rating 3, Dark Cyberse Link Effect Monster. We got Link arrows going crazy. Link materials, 2+ Cyberse monsters once again. 2400 attack. I honestly have not read his effect up till now. I am hoping. I read the first 2. I haven't read him. I'm really hoping this is amazing. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, we're off to a bad start here. You can tribute one monster this card points to. Special summon that destroyed monster to either player's zone this card points to. So you can give it to your opponent or yourself. Interesting. And if you summon that monster to your opponent's zone, it can make a second attack during this battle phase. I can kill you again. That's corny, I guess. Is there really much of a point to bring back something and kill it again? I guess that's extra damage rather than just letting it attack twice. You could have just let this monster attack twice, let's be honest. It's already restricted to 2+ Cyberse monsters with a link rating of 3 for 2400. You contribute 1 monster this card's points to do this as well? Clearly not worth it. They really just feel like they are restricting and killing off the Cyberse from being anything generalized. I really had high hopes. They released this earlier in the day, just showing the images not translated yet. I thought these looked really cool. All I knew about them were they were Cyberse. I read the first, got disappointed by the restrictions. Read the second, got disappointed mostly by the effect. I thought it was cool that, you know, at least you can destroy the card, so there's potential there for future kinds of decks. So I honestly, out of all 3 of these, I think this has the most potential overall. Our recovery Sorcerer, but man, do these leave a lot to be desired for Cyberse, in my opinion. What do you guys feel? Are you tired of Cyberse like getting this kind of treatment? Speak up about it. Let me know. Or do you think it's fine where they are? You know, it should take a while to get where we're going, and anything made generically is too dangerous for the future. Who knows? I certainly just don't have the gusto in me to act anything but disappointed in how they're treating Cyberse.